Hey team, welcome back to our simple little island where everyone's decided to come into the plaza just as I'm starting to film this. Well, you can tell from the thumbnail that we've got a lot of work to do today. Rather a lot. I put it to a community vote. Oh my goodness, balloons and villages. This is madness. Should we just pop this balloon quickly? Hang on. You know I can't resist them. I can't. And then we'll talk about the plan for today. What's this going to be? What's our fortune telling balloon saying about? Oh gosh. And the bells. A glass holder with candle. A classic item. We could just leave this lying here because, as I was saying, I put it to a community vote. Hello, Humbug. Welcome in. I put it to a community vote. This is my fourth time trying to say this. And people voted almost unanimously, but not quite, in favour of flattening Brindleton. Can you believe it? F's in the chat for Brindleton. Oh my goodness. Hello, Teo. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. So, I obviously got a bit overexcited and started moving things around in preparation for this, which I shouldn't have done really. I should have saved it and we could have had a little stroll around to appreciate it. I'd started doing all of this and I thought it was really cute and lovely, but it wasn't quite what we set out to do. New adventure. Well, not quite new adventure, same recipes, same money, just a new bit of scenery. But look, all of the I got rid of all the bridges and the staircases and I've moved everything, can you believe it, not at all like me, onto some beaches. Not all of it, let me show you the map, which will also have the DA on it if anyone wants to see how far it got before we've abandoned it all. But yeah, so I've moved quite a few things down onto the beaches. I still need to move the campsite and the museum, but the campsite might actually be able to stay there for the moment. But our plan for today is to call in Resetti and get him to clear away whatever's floating around. Oh, look, I want to make that snow boy, but that might cause issues. Oh, I've got all these trees to shake as well. So terrifying, isn't it? Oh my goodness, I know. I'm a little bit stressed about it, but only because, and I'm sure a lot of you are going to understand this, the idea of flattening is quite terrifying to me. To have nothing to work from, and I know there's a few people who agree with me as well, to have something completely flat and have endless possibilities, nauseating to me. But to have something to work from, like your original island, great, we can work with that. So as I'm flattening everything later, I think I might start steering it back towards at least something similar to our original map, just so we've got something to work from. We can change it again, right? Oh, hello, Hazel. Should we say hello to Hazel? I feel like I've been ignoring everyone. Hello, Hazel. How are you, my love? What are you up to for the next 7 hours? Well, let me tell you, Hazel. I'm going to be terraforming. Terraforming. Oh my goodness. When you flattened your island with new update, it took you all day with constant time travel to move all the buildings. I know. I did little bits and pieces. You guys know that I actually went back to work today. And half an hour before I started work, I was sat in the staff canteen moving items, moving houses in Animal Crossing. How crazy. You're saying worth it, but exhausting. Yeah. I quite enjoy terraforming, so I like the flattening process, but it's having to rebuild it that's the scary bit. You get fatigue from flattening. Switching over to something else helps, yeah. Like I say, I don't mind the actual process. It's just rebuilding it that's scary to me. This is our tourist for the day. Should we quickly make her a library? Which is how we all know her. Should we do it? Should we go in and have a talk to Resetti? I actually don't know how to do this. I probably should have watched some videos on this before, but we're going to learn together, you know. Oh, I did also, you guys will not believe this, and this is the best tip for you. So in preparation for this, I sold almost everything that was in my storage. Like almost everything. I have like 10 items left and just the materials for crafting. I made so much money. So much money. It was crazy. Look at my face. I can't tilt down to make it more dramatic, but imagine that my face is really dramatic. Yeah, nearly from selling everything, it was like over 1.5 million bells. And then I sold my turnips in preparation. So now we've got like over 2 million bells to play with, which obviously we're going to use. So that's cool. The constant start game, go to from move on building save. Yeah, that's it. They're having to time travel. And I don't like time travel, not because, you know, it's against the rules or whatever. I don't like it because I think my villagers get upset. They get upset with me. And I don't like that. You needed to move literally every single building. I know. We were quite lucky, I think, with the fact that I just put them all on the right-hand side together. I will probably have to move them to the back of the island at some point, because I kind of build from front to back, don't I? I say that. I don't know. I haven't done this many times before. Maybe you need to sell your storage. Have a think about it. If there's stuff in there that you're not using and you're keeping just because one day you might, get rid of it. Get rid of it and we'll all be rich. We'll be, oh, excuse me. We'll be the richest Animal Crossing community. Oh, you're playing the festival events. Oh, I love that just because of the bunting, like the flags, that item. That's my favorite thing. Right, how do we do this? Call the reset service. Oh gosh, you guys. I guess that's it. That's got to be it, right? Oh, you want to reset part of the island? Yes, just part. Maybe the whole thing. I'm hoping we get this for free, because even though I'm rich now, I'm going to be tight with my money, you know? I'm trying to remember what you do in the festival event now. Dancing about. I didn't actually read what she was saying. Did she say she can't call him in? Hang on. Oh, he's wandering around somewhere. Okay, I'm not paying attention. I'm reading chat. Breathe in, breathe out. I know. Stay calm. Okay, thank you, Isabel. You've done your job. Take the rest of the day off. Thank you, thank you. Right, now we've got to go find Resetti. Oh, catching feathers, of course. Of course, that was it. That's like a nice, almost like a throwback, isn't it, to the very first Animal Crossing game, if I remember. There was something about, didn't you have to send money? Oh, look who's here, Chebre. You had to send money to another town and they would send you feathers, if I remember correctly. I might have imagined that. I was very... Oh, gosh, he was right here. Thank you, Resetti, for not hiding out at the back of the island. All the feathers are over it. Your lake you terraformed is betraying you. Why is it betraying you? Okay, should we have a talk to him? I might have to focus. Why is everyone here? Everyone. Look how everyone matches these pops of colour, though. If you're the kind of person to be tempted to go for primary colours, it makes all the villages look incredible. Right. Oh, Resetti, how are you? I am the one who called. Yes, okay, it's free. It's free. You can't catch them. I don't know what it is. I'm finding it really difficult, the perspective at the moment, to be able to catch stuff. This deal won't expire, so you haven't got to rush. No, we're doing it, Resetti. I'm sorry. In a year's time. Am I ready for resetting? Yes, please. What do you want me resetting? Oh my gosh, this is terrifying. This is absolutely terrifying. Should we do just the beaches first? No, if it's... I don't want to risk doing that and then it's not free. But it will be free for the rest of the day, right? Should we do the whole thing? Come on. I'm so scared. Tidy up the entire island. Now, I have gone through and dug up all the important flowers. All our hybrids are stored away. So, and also our one, oh, this is really sweet. Our one lily of the valley that spawned when this was 5 stars. I've tucked that away into storage, so they're safe. So I think everything else we can dispose of. I know, I'm actually really upset he won't touch the trees. I'd really like him to put the trees and shrubs in storage for me. Oh, You're saying it is done. Can I not back out now? Is this it? Okay, so we're going to say, I have to focus, you guys. I'm so distracted. I see you got some planted flowers. You want me to stick them in storage, dispose of them, or leave them be? Dispose of them. Oh, yeah, you wish that too. I know it's silly, a silly oversight. Why am I resetting my island as well? I'm not, don't worry. I'm resetting. We're making that a thing. I put a community post up saying that I wasn't quite happy with where the island was going. It wasn't quite what I wanted to set out to do. And the people voted overwhelmingly in favour of just flattening. So we're doing that. Like crazy people. Like crazy people. Okay, he can get rid of the custom designs because we only have that one. All that effort I put into that road. Gone. I did like the idea of the little stitched road. So, but that's gone now. Oh, should we? I don't want to have a sneak peek. I think we should just go for it. Not that much will change because it's quite bare bones what we've got at the moment. Right, we're going in. F's in the chat. F's in the chat for Brindleton. And our start. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Right, let's do it. F. So sad. It's mole time. I've not seen this before, so this is quite exciting. The gadget is always clogging up. We're ready. Oh wow. Oh, that's so unlike the rest of the game though. Oh my goodness. What? Oh my goodness. Wow, we did actually have more. Oh, we found some bells. Oh. Did I leave bells lying around? Oh, maybe on the table by the trees. Today's your first time, so it's free. Zilch, nada, zilch. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, Resetti. That was really painless. But also painful. It's officially empty. Look at all of... Oh, well, he didn't take the weeds, did he? Well, we'll start with them. Look, and the beaches are clear again. Oh, we've got this. We also have this. Hello, Sterling. How are you? I'm also quite scared of what it's going to be like with, like, nothing on the island, but still a bunch of tourists hanging around, hanging out, you know. Okay, what was our recipe? On the big day of the reset, our recipe was the golden decorative plate. That's pretty good. I think my plan, going back to one of the previous questions, was I was a bit inspired by our new island that we've started. And I was like, oh, do you know what I just want? It to be like a developed original AC Islands. But I don't know. You know, I'm not very good at making plans. But I figure we'll just put down some trees and weeds and we'll figure out placement for stuff and the odd items and we'll just kind of work from there. I don't think we're going to be doing a whole, you know, whole huge island design. That's not really us. We just like to play around. Should we have a look? I mean, nothing's really going to have changed on the right-hand side, is it? No, it's very much the same. But up here, now that I can just climb up cliffs again, we can have a big run around. Oh my goodness. How strange. I mean, all the trees are there. The structure's still there. All of this is gone. My poor gyroids. Oh, I wonder how much I have in my inventory now. Whether there was enough left over. I figure tonight after the stream, I'm just going to go through the storage again and sell everything. The wheat field, it calls to me. It kind of does. The wheat field is great for like dotting around as well, just to make things feel a bit more rural, you know. Although I do love a great big wheat field, you know. Do you know, I've been watching and I'm sure all of you have seen them as well. And I shouldn't do because it's terrible to look at islands on social media. It's terrible. But I've been looking at all those like simple, minimal islands, you know. There's some in particular which I see all the time, which I love. But then I visit them on dream addresses. Oh my gosh, there's still under 800 items. Why did we have so many wild log benches? Why did we have so many of these? Crazy. So I'm going to sort through all of these. But yeah. Oh, you want to say you love the little gyroid area? I love the idea of it, and I love how it functioned as well. It was a bit too close to the original design of the UFO area that I saw online, so it was a bit of a steal, I will say, but I loved how functional it was. Well, there we go. Now we've got to move all of this as well, don't we? How are we going to figure all this out? But what I'd like to do, because I kept the rivers kind of similar to where they were. Oh my goodness, look. Hang on, we can do this. Come back. Wait, I've really got to focus for this bit, you guys. Sneak, sneak. Sneak, sneak. Not that we even need the money anymore because we're loaded. Huzzah. Gotcha. Right, well, now we're going to be even richer. I can't remember what I was saying now. You'll have to remind me. Oh, should we get more money? Look, we're just going to be rich. Totally loaded. Should we just run around and appreciate the open space? I think definitely the enemy is fences. Fencing around stuff. Enemy. Don't like it. It became really difficult then to figure certain things out. Do you know what I could use your help with though? Because obviously the first thing we're going to be working on is down here. So I figure there's a few key things I kind of have to work out before I start. Tell me if you're the same. But how it's going to look around resident services, and then the immediate view from the entrance, and then it very much dictates how it's going to connect is the thing. And do we want to have like an open view from here, or we could do like a villager house if we wanted to? We could have just a path that leads through some trees into like an open clearing of just space for us to run around in circles. These are all possibilities. You love fences, but you have to have more than one exit if it's too big of an area. I know. Oh, I was saying about visiting simple islands. That's it. Oh no, I demoed the I destroyed all the bridges and the staircases this morning because I knew I would want to start smashing everything down. So yeah, these simple islands, they're like ones that I've always seen from like searching for years on how to get a perfect simple island. And they're so beautiful, but all the ones I was visiting, they're still not quite right. And my challenge that I'm setting for myself is to try and figure out why I don't feel they're quite right. And then we're going to have to figure it out from there. But I figure what we'll do, well, one, I'm going to start terraforming away because we're just going to be having a chat today. There's going to be no real action. Gosh, you know, I have a 2-second memory. It's gone again. What is wrong with me? One day back at work and I'm falling apart. Oh, look, already there's stuff I have to dig up. Do you know what we should do? Some cooking. And we could move all the trees aside. That might be a good idea. Oh no, not me hoping that I wouldn't have to go through all the dialogue. Yeah, I know. It was a long process and a lot of hopping through time, which made me very uncomfortable. Yeah, we'll actually go back to the house for cooking. I don't think I sold all of my cooking stuff. We could just grab some apples, or should we do things properly? Come on. We're properly kind of people. Oh dear. My goodness. How was everyone's day though? Well, I was off slaving away. Were you all having a lovely day? Off your island is trees and weeds. That's what I want. I'm like, honestly, I don't want builds. I just want open spaces to run around in. ACH makes you feel like Doctor Who. Oh no, look, I got rid of everything in here. How spooky is this as a kitchen though? I've been learning about using these things. What are they called? Partitions. Right, well, we better find... Oh, that was very convenient. Let's take this. Am I planning on recreating a standard map or leaving it flat? I was talking about this before, but I think I'm not very good at having nothing and building from nothing. And I like to have an idea of where the island's going to be overall. So I can't like build one section and terraform it without knowing how it connects to everything else. So I think we'll start with me slowly building back to something that was similar to the original island, and then we'll work from there. I think that will be it. Oh, I'd love to come see your island. I want the inspiration, you know, I want the inspiration. I just, you know, the odd weed amongst the trees. That's really all I want from an island. Right, let's make something. What should we make? Pancakes. What do you all fancy? Bit of carrots, minestrone soup, French fries. Everybody fancies French fries. Bit of bread. What's one that doesn't use a huge amount of ingredients? Just bread, you guys. Let's just snack on some bread. That'll do. It's terrifying. Terrifying, all of this. You need to get some flowers going. This island has been suffering from all the weeds. I don't know. It's only Isabel who's forcing the flowers on us, you know. I'm also, because I rarely want to play around with the flower breeding, I'm conscious that I'd want to keep things maybe kind of neutral. Oh, look at all this money. But then I don't really get to play with the flowers as such. But now we have Bumblebop. I feel like Bumblebop would be a colourful place. So we could maybe keep things quite neutral here. My goodness. You guys have to do this as well every now and then. Just clear up all this mess. Right, so we'll put that away. What else have I got? There's a bunch of rubbish that I could put away. This. We'll save this one tree branch and these 3 weeds as well. They might be vital as part of the building. Those could be our key items. Base the whole island off of a weed and a tree branch. Oh, I think that's what I was saying before. We need to go through the items and try and figure out, like, what's the word? It'll be like a little, like a mood board, but not, you know. We'll just pick out random items and decide which ones create the vibe that we want. Right, well, I'm going to start the process from over here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What are we going to do with all these shrubs? I suppose I should go around and just shove them in storage for now. You don't much use your house for inventory at all. It's so annoying to put stuff away. I know. I was saying before, just sell it all. You'll be rich. I didn't realise I had like nearly 2 million worth of items just put in my storage. Okay, munch, munch, munch. Bread, bread, bread. Yum. Come on, let's do 2. You're trying to structure your little neighbourhood area. That's the other thing. How do we structure these things? It's so tough, isn't it? Particularly when you have no like template to work from, you know. Like at the beginning of the game, you can kind of see where you need to put houses because they won't fit anywhere else. But when you're just open to everything, it's too much. And then you look on social media and get totally overwhelmed, you know. But I think at most, in terms of decorating the villager houses, the most I'd like to have is like 1 or 2, maybe 3, but 3 would be a lot. Like items just outside of them, you know. Really simplistic. We'll have some clotheslines. We'll have just a little chair to hang out on. Right now they're all around together, but the pathway is a little weird. Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? Trying to figure out how to do. You're using in-game path as well, right? And not like the path. Do you all remember the path? That's the one path the one custom design I'd be tempted by, is the path. I'm hoping we can just fit all of this inside of the storage. Yeah, there was loads of space, wasn't there? You're trying to go by gut feeling. Oh, it's tough. There's an interesting thing that I've spotted making this island with all of you, is that I find myself having to check what things would look like in a thumbnail. Whereas before I would just, pop some stuff down and I'd be like, oh, it feels nice running through here. Now I'm like, oh, tilt the camera. What does that look like? And that's kind of terrible, Kind of terrible. Yeah, the one game that blends in perfectly with the in-game path. It's crazy. Do you remember when the path came out and it blew everyone's minds? Can you imagine being the person who designed the path? The path. I was looking at a thing the other day on because there's guides online on how you can make your own version of the path, which I think if we were to do something that wasn't the custom path, which I'm always going to have this path, and particularly in this dirt path because I think it's beautiful, but if we did ever experiment with just having little patches, it would have to be one that we made ourselves so we can play around with it after the fact. I prefer the sound of the actual paths as well. Oh, you're using one that mimics the residential services. Oh, that's cool. So you can like extend it out from there. You can have like a larger area. I suppose it helps tie everything together, because resident services does always feel more advanced than the rest of the island. Should we listen to the crunchier footsteps on the way to the house? You hate that the brick we haven't... I don't like using that brick. And I see people who use it and I think, gosh, how have you done that? For example, actually, the brick bridge, I love the shape of the brick bridge, but you have to kind of have a whole bright orange island to make it work. I've seen a few fall islands and it looks incredible on that, but if you're just having a general island that isn't themed for a season, I feel like it kind of doesn't work. More neutral, that's what we want. Gosh, we're going to have so many trees in here. Yeah, who was the person that designed all these parts? How did they decide? Did they check whether things matched? I do also love the wood path. I think that's interesting, but I never get to use it anywhere. Gosh, we're going to have to eat so much bread, you guys. So much bread. Yeah, let's come on. We'll make some more while we're here. Nothing lines up. I know the amount of times I've had to find creative solutions to things, because especially the museum I find is the one I always battle with, because I like a bit of symmetry. So trying to figure out and I always have to end up with like a double staircase. It's just so over the top. Cry, I know. Life is hard, you guys. Why is this game so hard? People talk about how other games are hard. Animal Crossing, truly the most hardcore game you'll find. You have to use your brain so much, you know. Animal Crossing player's worst nightmare, where your bridge does not lead directly into the entrance of the building. Crazy. I think it'll be good though, you know. It'll force me to go away from my big symmetricalness. Just really simple. Imagine if you didn't have a huge... What if you just had a little road? You're walking along like this, and then there was just your museum here with like 1 or 2 items around it. Is that acceptable? I don't know. I don't know. But it's a bit of a strange one, isn't it? Because we've said about, like, our aim for this is to make a simple island that I feel comfortable with. But what does simple mean to you? That's the question. Maybe we all just have a different idea of what simple means. To some people, it could be like minimal and neutral. To others, it will be like, you know, a classic island in terms of cute little fences and, you know, like the trailers and stuff. We've said that a few times. Functional and playable, yes. Functional is like my #1 rule. I got to be able to shake those trees. Oh gosh. I have to be able to shake trees. I have to be able to go on a treasure hunt if the villagers have asked me. You have your museum placed with everything else, but it has a fossil in front and a small cafe to the side, and that's it. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. See, I'm reading chat and I can't focus. There we go. You have different ridges on yours, including the brick one. And any flowers welcome. Oh gosh. Your island must be such like a wonderful, happy place. I've been scared of the flowers in this game, I think, for so long. And actually seeing, even back here, we just had like red and white mixed together. And I was like, oh, how exciting. So when I discovered I liked the pansies the other day, I thought I hated those flowers. And then I was looking at them and I was like, gosh, these pansies are really beautiful. Yeah, Normcore and Simple Islands are different. I agree. Normcore kind of became a style, didn't it? Everyone was trying to like recreate what we were doing at the start of the game, which is wonderful. But do we need an area for villagers to be able to sing into microphones? I mean, yes, we might, because it's adorable, but yeah, send some pics in the Discord. Absolutely. I want to see lots of inspiration over the next few days so we can define really what we require on a simple island. But I'd love, like, just, can you imagine coming into the entrance of the island and there's just a mix of these trees and the other trees and a few weeds dotted around, and then just like one little item, like a stone and some weeds or something like that. I don't know. I've not really thought too much about it. But that would be my kind of vibe. Oh gosh, we're going to have to eat more bread. We need a bread counter. I think we're up to about 4 loaves of bread. Crazy. Where am I? I should probably do this with some kind of structure, shouldn't I? Oh, take that, dung beetle. Do you know what I did the other day? You won't believe this. I caught a dung beetle in hopes of making a model of it and realised I'd never caught one before. Somehow we'd missed this in the process of this island. We'd never caught a dung beetle. Who are we? Oh, you want to join the Discord? I think if you have a look on the YouTube community page, it won't let me pin it. I did try that the other day. It won't let me pin it because it's got a link to outside of YouTube, but there should be a link in there. There's one that expired and then I posted a second one that is now permanent, and anyone can come and join us. We're all just hanging out, talking silly stuff all day long. And all at wild times of day as well, because we're all from all over the place. I quite frequently wake up in the morning and there's like 90 messages on the Discord. I don't know what you guys are all doing while I'm sleeping. Ridiculous. Right, have we done this whole front patch? Have we done a whole area? Oh, there we go. Look at this straight river right here. No more straight rivers for us. We want wibbly wobbly, but not too wibbly wobbly. I'm also very against those like little bits of terraforming cliff, if you know what I mean. When we all first started doing what is it? Like when everyone started doing overly terraformed islands and you were just running through little passages. Oh, my worst nightmare. That is worst nightmare. Pop, pop, pop. Tidy, tidy, tidy. This is going to be wild to look at my inventory, my storage after this, because no items and just a bunch of plants. Oh my goodness. Like a noob, dropping stuff on the floor. No one, look at the weeds on my floor. No one. Okay, we still got a good amount of bread left. Oh, you put them in Island Showcase. Yes, I'll check it out later. I definitely cannot do 3 things at once. You don't like them because where is the original water source? I know. People will have them just like randomly appearing and disappearing. Sometimes they'll have a river just like end behind a building. And I think, gosh, what do you like? Come on, be realistic. It's like those games where you can build but have no like structural basis for a building. Do you know what I mean? You can do that in Minecraft, can't you? Oh, I went too far there. You can just build with things floating in the air. And I think, come on, physics. Am I too realistic? Do I ask too much of a game for this? It's all my weird quirks coming out again. Oh, gosh. It's the same reason you don't like inside builds outside. I know. It's terrible, isn't it? God, we're so fussy. Aren't we? We have like the highest standards, I think, for anyone in this. God forbid you be able to play the game and have water sources that make sense, you know? I don't. If people were doing like whole things, do you know what else I think? This is so controversial and I don't want to upset people with this. I love city islands and I was really into the idea of having a city island, but a fake building, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? That's a whole bunch of space you just can't access. And it's just there for you to look at. Crazy. It's marginally better is when you have like a building you can walk into. But I still would not do that for myself, you know. Absolutely not. Like you guys said before, what you wanted was a whole video of me just chopping trees or something like that. And now look, it's just me digging up trees. 4 hours. My storage is going to be 90% trees. We'll have a look in a second and we'll see. I quite like that idea though. It was quite, I don't know quite how to describe it, but it felt really good to just sell everything off. I did weirdly, I decided I had to keep the gyroids. And they were like the first things I thought I was going to get rid of. But apparently I'm also a collector. And selling something when you have a full collection, crazy. Crazy. You're not a huge fan of the fake buildings either. I think probably a few of us feel that same way. Yeah, Bex is saying it as well. So it's lovely for, you know, people who are designing and making content online, but really if you want to play the game, it's not really very helpful, is it? It's not going to help you catch better bugs, you know. It's so cool. Oh gosh, why do I keep on doing that? Hey bud, this is my house. Do you know what one of the big deciding factors was for doing this as well for me? Was I realised I was going to have to redo my house as a kind of farmhouse. And I thought, gosh, I don't like that because I have the best bedroom in the world. And I love my bedroom. Should we go look? And for a while, I thought about, like, I toyed with the idea of redoing Anchovy's house. So Anchovy could have a really awesome bedroom, which we should do anyway. But look, it's just so cute. Painfully cute. And my crafting room is excellent. Look, there's Anchovy on the wall. My crafting room is excellent too. But now you guys don't go too far and sell off all your stuff and then come at me later and be like, I then started to build and everything was gone. But if you're tempted to, have a clear out, you know, a spring clear out. Yes, my beautiful crafting room. I mostly enjoy the radio and that the radio is just playing different songs. You can hang out here and craft and vibe. Anyway. Let's go back to the great tree hunt. And should we go to your room? He's my like teen idol. Everyone loves him. He's become such a key part of this. I was talking to a friend of mine at work today about the update because obviously I've been away. I haven't seen anyone. And I was asking them who their favourite villager was. And it was such a wonderful moment of like bonding with someone over their favourite villager. A lot of you, I don't know actually. What are your favourite villages? Your one favourite villager. Don't give me like 3. If you had to take it down to 1, who would it be? And I think I have recently decided that it is anchovy. It has changed. Sometimes people gotta change their opinions. You need to sell all the jockey helmets, yeah. What's that about? Why are they doing this? Well, the teas with bibs. Plucky, yes, I love Plucky. I think Plucky looks really cool. And Wendy as well. Oh, you like my house? It's been a slow process. I also, weirdly, I never decorated the front room. I just started popping down items. So this isn't even decorated. This is just like, oh, a chair will go here. All of that. And it's just kind of come this, which is a bit messy and very me. And actually like my real front room, which again is not decorated and just where I've put furniture. So it's crazy. You have to pick 2 because it's not fair to compare ducks with non-ducks. Yeah, I think that's very true. Derwin and Tammy, they're 2 greats. Your favourite is Peahans. Oh, Shari. Oh, bless her. Poor little Peahans. Oh, Ketchup and Molly as well. I love it. I love that people have, you know, got their own specific tastes and their own relationships that they formed over the many years now that this game has been out. Right, where did we get to? There's one random tree here. We can take you. Her cheeks are so cute. All of them. But all of them pale in comparison to His Majesty Anchovy. No, I'm kidding. I kid. They're all wonderful villagers. Okay, should we go for this back corner now? Where I built that mad pond. Absolutely mad. Yeah. I don't know if we'll have a hugely long stream today. We'll clear up these trees and then see. But I just wanted to make sure that we all shared this moment together because I'd started moving everything and I was like, what am I doing? We're a community. We do these things as a team. Although I also did not give you guys the option in the poll as to whether we should reset because I know you'd all say it. You'd all be like, yeah, reset the island. No. I am excited though to play on Bumblebob, but because we've got so much decorating work to do on this, I'm really tempted to spend like an unreal amount of time just in the tent on Bumblebob. And I know that we can't obviously get Nook Miles and stuff. It's very basic when you're still in the tent. But how cool would that be to spend like a month just living in the tent at the start? Imagine being best friends with your starters before anyone else came in. Gruff is your favourite. You had him on your New Leaf Island too. Oh. I tried Gruff for a bit. I was like, yeah, he's got that kind of look that I would love in a villager. And I got him on and we just never bonded, but he is a good un. He is a good un. You also love Mac. He's a dreamy. A dreamy. Wait, who's Mac? Is that shortened? There are still a few villagers that I don't know in this game, which is crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. Right, we'll dump these in and then we've still got a huge amount of trees to put away. But we'll have a look and see how mad my storage looks now. This is really great. I wonder how many people have used this service so far. I wonder if Nintendo tracks this information. Do you know what I was thinking? That would have been so great. And I understand why they didn't do it. But imagine if when Resetti came, you could be like, hey, Resetti, really think about this place and commit it to memory. And he would have like, you'd be able to load up. Like it would have to be really rare. You could only do it once a month or something. But he could load you up. So when you started, you could call him in and be like, hey, Resetti, remember this. And he would log your original island. I think that would be great. But no, just another thing. Oh my goodness. Wait, we'll look at it through everything. So these, oh, to be fair, it has added in, oh my goodness, look at the standees. Don't let Will see. He'll complain I have too many standees. Not enough wheat fields. See, very few other items. Trees. Oh, there's not that many actually. Okay. Okay. Oh, of course, the dog. Gosh, I can't believe I forgot him. We should absolutely have more dogs as well. This is my problem. I just want all the villages, all of them. But the island keeps on bringing me birds as tourists. So there's one I had the other day. What is he called? I want to say Jakey. I have a feeling that he has a different name depending on where you are in the world. He's one of them, like Crackle. But he was the cutest little bird. And I was like, oh no, here we go again. No, I'm going to have all the birds. So that's happening. I don't know what we're doing with our villagers. We're just letting them come and go at the moment. You wish they'd let us have up to 15 villages. Gosh, can you imagine though, the gifting that we'd have to do every day? I suppose in a way the tourists kind of let you do that, but you don't get to keep them. Your relationships don't develop with them over the day. There's still no sisterly or grumpy ducks. Oh, it's honestly, there's so many they need to add to this game. So many. And yet there's about 6 jock birds. Did you know that? Crazy. Absolutely unnecessary. Sisterly, I feel, is rarely underrepresented in this game. Shockingly, they just refuse to give us sisterly villages. How many is there? There's only a very small amount of them, isn't there? But one of them is Hazel. So we'll give them that. Do you remember when I found that the lost item and it was talking about bikers or something, wasn't it? And I couldn't remember. I couldn't think who that would be. And obviously it was Hazel. Would you all rather another, oh, this is a good question, another huge update or a brand new game? I want to hear what you all say about this before I give my opinion. Would you rather a huge update or a brand new game? Go. Now I have to give you all time. Okay, first vote is in with new game, I think. I think the I think was an important part of that comment. Is everyone going to write this but with like a caveat? But there's going to be a whole lot of buts. A lot of buts. Sorry, YouTube. I'll get banned talking like that. Okay, we got this one. Update. Another update. Switch 2 is quite large. Update. Oh, this is interesting, isn't it? A new game would be on the Switch 2, which you don't have, yes. And I would immediately have to buy Switch 2 if they announced it, which seems unfair. And then you'd have to buy a second Switch 2, so you could have a second island. You know we all would. They must really be rushing it if they did have a second game, though, because think how much money they would make. Dashing across the open plains. Look at us go. I'm so lost. I have no direction anymore. Oh dear. Oh gosh. Still trying to read chat. You love AC&H, but all the updates still feel like the same game. So you'd like to see what would happen new. Now this is, so I feel we've had enough comments now for me to put in my 2 cents on this. I absolutely would love a new game, but I am so scared of it. I know at its heart, the people who make this game know what it's about, and it's about community, and it's about like coziness and hominess and developing things over time. And I love all those basic bits of Animal Crossing. I am so scared that they will listen too much to the community. A bit like, because in New Horizons, they put in all the decorating because that was the key thing that everyone loved in New Leaf, wasn't it? Or at least they thought they did. They thought everyone wanted to go off and customize their island, so they gave us that. But I have no idea where they would go now in terms of a new game. And that's what scares me a bit. And I don't ever want them to ruin this franchise. It means so much to so many people on a very deep personal level, I feel. Anyway, that got quite serious for a second, but I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. Fearful that they'll do something wrong. But then again, they might know. They're Nintendo, they're very traditional. They don't like to change things, you know. Oh, imagine, yeah, you say you still only have a Switch Lite and you're thinking about getting a Switch 2, the step up would be incredible for you. Oh, hello, hello. Just saying hi. I'm making my way through your playlist as I've restarted too. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely no worries. Look, there's huge spoilers going on right now. Eyes away. Eyes away, but thank you for joining us. Yeah, you don't want it to rely on multiplayer too much. I like playing with friends, but making it more mandatory. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's lovely like when people come over and you're playing together, but I don't want it to be part of the game. A lot of this game to me is a very single player experience, you know. Oh, we didn't make more bread, you guys. Okay, let's grab these bits and then we'll go make more bread. I should really just bring the thing out with me, shouldn't I? There we go. Not everyone has friends either. That is very true. I am one of those people. I have a very, very incredibly small social circle. I just don't have the energy to be hanging out with people all the time, you know. I'm very much an introvert. I get my energy from staying in and being quiet. Good for the extroverts getting their energy with hanging out with other people, but it's exhausting, isn't it? My goodness. Oh, I hope you don't mind me reading these out. You got your ACNH when you were pregnant and had to be in bed all the time. Oh, what a great way to get through that experience, though, isn't it? Yeah, major spoilers. I know, I have bamboo trees. Shocker. I am upset that maybe we might not be able to find a home for my bamboo trees now, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, a different direction. I'm still a very solo player. Isn't it interesting? I remember the Game Awards when we were playing this years ago. And the Game Awards, I'm going to make some healthier bread. We're running out of flour. Yeah, the Game Awards gave it a multiplayer award. And I was like, really? this game barely has multiplayer. I suppose they've worked on it now with the Slumber Islands and stuff, but it's definitely not what I prioritise. I understand why they would do it and why that would be a good thing, but, you know, I still think of this as a very solo experience. It's strange, isn't it? What we want from the game and how we've experienced it versus how the internet tells Nintendo we want the game to be. I wonder, does anyone... I know there was a particular guy who created the game, I think, wasn't there? And it was all this kind of personal experience of moving from a small town into the city to go and work. And he really pushed the game. I think that's my memory of this story. I might have made that up. I might have just dreamt it. But I hope that that person is still working at Nintendo and pushing for Animal Crossing to keep that. Right. Oh my goodness. We're actually getting through this, you know. Thank goodness we don't have an island with too many trees. These poor... The direction we're probably going to go with this island, though, is going to be too many trees. And then we'll be in trouble. How silly. Yeah, you heard something similar. I know, there is videos. Oh no, I didn't even think about the shovel. Should have been customizing that. I think there is videos you can watch on YouTube that breaks down the history of the game and how it developed. And it's such a wonderful little thing, you know. What a special game. I can't think of anything else quite like this. Wow, look at that plate. That's super fancy. Again, I don't think we have the decorative plate though. So another one of those recipes that we won't be able to make for many months until we find the other missing item. Right, let's make a fancy shovel. Oh gosh, it's nearly 9 p.m. where I am. Are you all in other normal parts of the world? Or are you in the UK? And we should all be sleeping. I'm of that age now where I have to consider going to bed at 9 p.m. to maximise coziness. Ah, yeah, you've played Animal Crossing daily since 2004. I won't say your age out loud. We're of a very similar age, I will say that much. I've kept it very quiet on here because it ruins the illusion for people, but we're of a very similar age. You have so many trees. Oh, think of the wood you'll have though, Unbug, from cutting down all your trees. I do like that we can put them away and that I don't have to keep them in a corner of the island where I'll get lost in the trees. Just remember to shake for your wasps first. I've somehow managed to get this far into filming, I think, without running around with a bee sting on my face at the start of it. Do you know what I miss, actually? For all of you who are watching back in the day. Was right at the start, before everyone was decorating their islands. And there were some that were just a mess. And there were people running around. Do you know what I used to watch? And I wouldn't necessarily encourage you to go back and watch these. But for a long time, I just watched Tag Back TV. And he was a very loud personality, wasn't he? But he had such an interesting approach to playing the game. Oh, gosh. Anyway, I want to go back and say that you playing this game daily since 2004 is incredible. I can only imagine the kind of relationship that you have with this game. I bet you haven't had the same islands. Are you like a chronic resetter though with these things? You're from the UK too. It is for all ages, that is true. Occasionally I'll meet someone and they'll be like, but isn't that a kid's game? And I'm like, really? You're gonna bring that up? Because no, it's not. It is not at all. I do love the idea, and I don't have a family, but I love the idea of it being a family game. Certainly, like, there will be parents out there who'll introduce their kids to this. And they'll all have, obviously, their own Switch and playing it together. That I can understand how they'd say it was like a multiplayer experience that was important. Right. What I'll do, we'll do one more lap. Unless there's a few odd trees, in which case we'll get them. And then I might sign off for the night. We'll have a very short stream. I just wanted to make sure that we all shared this experience, you know. What are we going to do with this island? Look, now we just have this random mess. Next time you log on, I'll probably have spent 24 hours straight terraforming, and it will be a completely different place. Mad, right? I know I'll look back on and you'll all be like, I was so jealous of the open spaces and I've reset or resettied. How can we start referring to that? Can we say we resettied? We have to be very clear on this. Oh, I don't want to make that Snowboy because he'll be there for days and we'll have to terraform around him and he'll be a nightmare. I'm pretty sure I got all of the points now. the Snow Maestro one for how many you need to make. Oh, one weed. I'm also not going to talk to Isabel because last time I spoke to her, she told us we had a 5-star island, and somehow I don't think we have a 5-star island anymore. See, it is very similar. The rivers I try to keep in the same place, so we'll probably just drop everything forward of here. We'll go back to its original height and we'll keep that up as the cliff edge, you know. You have a forever island on one switch light, and now you have another one on a second. Oh, this is the last island I'm starting before a new game. That's a bold statement to make, though, isn't it? Oh, the bells are tolling for us. I will say I had originally I got a switch light when I went on holiday to Japan. I stayed there for about 3 months. And it was as the Switch was coming. I don't remember actually. When was it? Because I remember seeing Animal Crossing advertising, but the game not being out. So I did buy myself a Switch Lite and then proceeded to buy a Switch and then bought a second Switch so that I could make it into a magic Switch, if you know what I mean. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So I have a few. I also have about 2 or 3 3DSs. I have a problem, you guys. But I'm yet to manage to keep a forever island. So huge props to anyone who's managed to do it. I think it'll be possible now. Certainly with all of you watching, it's not as easy for me to get the urge late at night to just wipe it all, you know? Oh, did we do it? Wait, do we get, obviously this one tree left here, we'll have to get that one. Oh, you got your first 3DS on Sunday. Oh, yeah. Have you got, obviously, I'm assuming that you've got New Leaf. It is a whole other game, New Leaf. I remember it so fondly, and when I start to play, I'm like, oh, this is rather quite a lot of work, isn't it? Quite a lot of work, New Leaf. And yes, yeah, this island you have now will be your forever island. Ah, if we all manage it, wouldn't that be interesting? The only thing that stops me from having a forever island, I think, is the fact that I can't go back to how the island was when we first started. If we just said to Resetti there, oh, Resetti, I'm feeling nostalgic, take me back. That would be incredible, wouldn't it? Oh no, there's more trees down there. Okay, but I think up here, we did manage to clear, apart from all the veggies. Oh, and the orchard, but that's okay. We'll keep them because we need money. Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to vault my way down over this. Have I just climbed down here? I'm realising that I don't have any food left on me. Yeah. Do any of you have cooking going on in your houses? I wonder actually, can you pull stuff from your storage on a village's, I was going to say devices. Hello. Hello, Cephalobots. How you doing? Faces like a shrine. Okay, yes, excuse me. I have to use your kitchen. No. I wish. No such luck. See, it would be so, that's the one thing. It would be so great to go back to your original map. So great. I'm so lacking in that. Hey, Resetti, please simplify my life. That's what you want. Is that a stone? Yeah. Excuse me. But anyway, yes. Let me say thank you to all of you for holding my hand through this process. I feel better about it now. I was quite nervous. I suppose more nervous now at the idea that we're going to have to rebuild, but I feel working from some kind of landscape. We create a basic landscape first and then we'll just work from there. We'll see. And I've got to run into the Discord to go check all these photos that have been posted because I need all the simple inspiration I can get. You want a 3DS to play New Leaf so bad. I will say New Leaf made so much more bearable. Although maybe I shouldn't say because it'll be spoilers for a lot of people. But Bug Islands, that's what I'm saying. You need to go out there, you need to chop all those trees, and you need to catch all the bugs, and you'll be rich. And you'll never have to worry about money ever again in that game. Crazy. Oh, excuse me. This cough is still hanging around. It is terrible. It's all the talking I do now. All this rabbiting on. Right. I'm going to make myself a few more loaves of bread. We'll have to go back and count how much bread I ate today. And then I think I will sign off for the night because I need to go see my other half. He's been at home all day and I've been out working, and I've come back in and I was like, I want to stream. So we must go spend some time with him. I'll grab a bunch of these for hanging out later. Right, well, thank you for joining me, everyone. Taking me through this. I'll give you a few minutes to say goodbye to each other. Send all your waves in chat. But what an exciting time to be playing Animal Crossing, huh? I'm glad we don't have to change my house. Also, how cute is this poster? Oh, so unbearably cute. But yeah. Thank you for joining me, everyone, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Now we're going to have to decide whether we want to play on Bumblebop or on Brindleton. That's the other thing as well. Brindleton's quite a posh, not posh, but certainly fancier than Bumblebop. So we have to create the island to have that same kind of vibe. So everyone head over to Discord and send me a picture of what you think simple is. And we'll work this out together. Yeah, we'll have to do a proper like tour of everyone's islands as well, actually. If anyone is interested in that, pop on over to the Discord or pop a comment below. Don't share your codes randomly on the internet though. My goodness, protect yourselves. But maybe I should be doing some give me a shout directly and I can do some island tours. That would be really cool. Right, everyone, I shall see you again very, very soon. And yeah, thank you again for joining, and I'll see you later. All right, ciao for now. Should I do a little wave? Okay. See you later. Bye, guys.